Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, student. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Ulan. I'm from class D. Here I will present about the expression care or attention, and I will present about the how to teach the. Before we start, let's pray together. Al-Fatihah. Okay, finish. Okay. This is my student me, the Putri.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Putri Anggraini. Thank you.
We ask teacher. I will check attendance, please. The Putri. Yes, present. Okay. Before starting, or the subject expression care or attention. Expression care or attention. The skill is speaking. Today, Wednesday, June 24, 2020. Okay. I will explain about the expression care or attention. Okay. Expression or care or attention. Expression care or attention is or giving use to the show care or attention, work the to other or speak one. And in the next, how do you pay attention? What this picture? This is the expression work with my friends. The next, what this picture? You know? This is the expression. Care you, misalnya you expression example care you with my friends. Misalnya perhatian kamu pada teman kamu. And the next, this is the picture. I was deeply sorry to hear that you're sick. Misalnya example, you teman you sick. Then this is your kasih sympathy atau melihat teman yang lagi sakit. And the next, this is the expression with my friends. Expression, misalnya you example hang out with my friends and your story and the experience and the and the next, this is the expression with my friend. I'm extremely sorry to hear that. Thank you for your sympathy. This is the expression sympathy with my friends. And the next, this is expression the cry. You know cry? Cry is menangis gitu. Jadi this is the expression solution atau memberi solusi gitu kepada kawan atau menceritakan semua masalah yang ada kita kasih solusi. This is the solving care. Misalnya solving care, this is the happy. Oh, I'm happy, thank you. Serious? I care with you. And the next, this is the lost my wallet. I don't know if all our doctor was coming here. I'm sorry to hear that. And the next, this is the giving the share or attention, the sympathy. Sympathy, Carmen give the sympathy feeling for someone with your my friends, and especially understanding what they feeling. when express or the someone care, concur atau sympathy to the others to let them to the we can hear about them. Okay, the next. This is my video. I am playing the video. You look video and you watching the video. Okay, this is the video. Okay, thank you. From this video, you look the expression your attention. When the expression call our attention for information about the explain of story, reading the information or the information for this, we can use the question to address the attention of your listener. Meanwhile, when we listen to the information, explanation or story, we can use the several expressions to show that we pay attention to what is being said. And the next slide. Expression of giving attention, such as this is the example, the expression sympathy with my friend. This is the expression sympathy, feeling concern to someone who has problem or was not an accident and has the experience something like the terrible. And the expression of attention or attention, the expression sympathy. Are you alright? What's happened? And then what's wrong with you? And the next. This is the please listen to me, and then excuse me, look here. Okay, do you follow me? The asking for information. Ini membaca ini. Hello, hey, attention please. I have your attention please. Your attention please. Listen to me. Excuse me. Look here. And the next, asking for attention. Use the asking for attention. The example, the word I see. Will you tell me more about it? Katakan padaku lebih banyak lagi tentang itu. What happened next? Apa yang terjadi selanjutnya? Pilih mendengarkan. And the next, I'm play my video. The next the expression or attention atau expression sympathy. Okay, wait, I'm play the video.
Hi buddy, why do you look so sad?
I want to buy a new mask, but I lost my wallet.
Really? How pity you are.
Thanks for your attention.
How do you say your care or sympathy to others? Hello everyone, it's me, Miss Vira, your English teacher. So, how are you today? Is your quarantine going well? I know, you must be bored, right? Then, you should watch this video and your bored will be good. Anyway, today we will learn about showing care or expressing sympathy. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Oh, please don't forget to prepare your book and pencil or anything as long as you can take notes and write down the important things later. Sometimes we see our friends being sad or have trouble or in bad condition. For example, our friend is sad because his or her grandfather is sick. Then we can entertain him or her by showing our care or sympathy. So that's why we learn about how to show care or expressing sympathy, which is an expression or feeling of pity and sorrow when we know and see people are sad, have trouble, or in bad condition. By showing sympathy, we want to show our concern or care for other people's condition. When we express our sympathy, we need a simple gesture, such as holding a hand, giving a hug, sharing tears, sending a card, or even providing a shoulder to cry on, so that what we say looks more sincere. There is a lot of expressions of sympathy, such as, I'm extremely sorry to hear that. You have my deepest sympathy. Please accept my condolences. Oh dear, sorry to hear that. You can also say, oh, that's awful, or how pity you are. Or you can just say, poor you. But it is just for your friends. Don't say it to the older one. And how about the responses? So you can say, thank you, thanks for your sympathy, thanks for your kindness, thanks for your attention, thank you, I'd really appreciate that, or that's very kind of you. Is that clear enough? I hope so. Now, I want you to watch the video. But before that, I have sent the task form on your class email. You should submit it after you watch the video. So here we go. Hi Rachel, how you doing? Oh, hi Emma, I'm good. Are you sure? Because you sound otherwise. Well, actually you are right. It's about me. What happened to him? You know, a couple weeks ago, he just came back from his beach trip in Jakarta. He was quarantined since that day. But unfortunately, yesterday, doctor said that he is positive for COVID-19. Oh my god. I'm extremely sorry to hear that. Thank you for your sympathy. I hope your dad will be better soon. Don't be sad. Thanks a lot, Emma. You are really my best friend. My pleasure. I think you should get some rest. Yes, thanks. You too. Stay safe, Rachel. Bye. Stay safe too, Emma. Bye. Okay, students. So, that is the example of showing care or expressing sympathy. Now, I want you to do another task based on the video that you watched before. I said before that you can send in a card to your friends in order to show your sympathy. So now, I want you to watch a tutorial about how to make a sympathy card.
How to sign a sympathy card. When someone has lost a loved one, it can be hard to know the right thing to say. How could words possibly make a difference in a time of such grief? But sending a sympathy card with a genuine, heartfelt message will help the grieving person feel cared for and loved, providing a little comfort in a time of great sorrow. See Step 1 and beyond for guidance on composing a thoughtful sympathy card note. Striking the right note. Start with an appropriate salutation. The most common way to begin a sympathy card note is to start with the word, dear. You could also write, dearest, or simply start with the person's name. Avoid starting with, hi, or another casual salutation. Err on the side of being a little formal. Address the person to whom you're writing as you'd normally address that person. If you're writing to a teacher you normally call Ms. Frankel, address her that way in the card. If you're writing to someone you know well, using the person's first name is appropriate. If the card is meant to express sympathy to an entire family, and not just one person, write each person's name out. If you don't know the names of everyone in the family, you could write Sarah and family. Write how sorry you are about the person's passing. Say how sorry you are to hear that the deceased has passed away, and if you knew the person, mention his or her name. If you didn't know the person, you can refer to him or her as your mother or your grandfather, and so on. For example, I am so sorry that Miles has passed away after his long battle with cancer. I am deeply grieved to hear of Margaret's passing. Words can't express how sorry I am that June is gone. If you don't know the person well, consider keeping it brief. Ending your note after briefly expressing sympathy is perfectly acceptable for a note you're sending to someone you don't know very well. Include a phrase that is conventional and has no chance of being misconstrued. Choose to write something like thinking of you in sympathy or please accept my condolences if you wish to keep the note on the short side. This is especially appropriate if the sympathy card you're using already has a printed poem or note inside. Examples of other appropriate brief sentiments include, you are in my thoughts, our thoughts and prayers are with you, we are thinking of you, I'm praying for you during this difficult time, we will honor the memory of deceased, during this time of sorrow, deceased will always be in our thoughts. If you know the deceased, consider sharing memories. If you knew the person who passed away, write how much you will miss him or her, and share a few things you remember. Demonstrating a shared grief will make the recipient of the card feel less lonely during his or her time of loss. Briefly mention something special about the person, or how much that person meant to you. Offer help or assistance if you'd like. Writing a few words that invite the person to call you or reach out to you if you are needed will probably be welcome. Be sure you're ready to follow up on it if the person indeed reaches out for help. End your note with an appropriate closing. If you know the person well, you may simply want to write, "Love," then sign your name. If you're sending a card to someone for whom that closing wouldn't be right, choose a closing that best expresses your feelings and your relationship to the person. For example, with caring thoughts, with loving memories, with love, with deepest sympathy, with heartfelt condolences, our sincere sympathy, with caring thoughts, with loving memories, with love, with deepest sympathy, with heartfelt condolences, our sincere sympathy.
So, you can type it on your laptop or computer. Then, submit it on my email before April 24th at 9 p.m. Okay students, you have watched the video about how to show care or expressing sympathy. Now, I want to ask you something. Do you know what Emma said to show her care to Rachel? Yup, that's right. I'm extremely sorry to hear that. And do you know how Rachel responded? That's right. She said, "Thank you for your sympathy." Wow, you did such a great job, guys. Okay, everyone. Now, it's time to practice. So, I want you to make a video about how to show care or expressing sympathy in pairs. But, since we are in the pandemic right now, we need an alternative. So, you can make a video call to your partner. Then, you can submit it to my email before the next meeting. And the theme of your video is about this pandemic situation. So, express your sympathy about this situation. Okay, now before we end the class, let's rewind what we have learned today. So we have learned about how to show care or expressing sympathy. When we're doing this, we need a simple gesture to make it more sincere. Next is the expression of sympathy, such as, "I'm extremely sorry to hear that."
Okay guys, after the watching video, the video it can be the collected that's the helpful expression or expression after the given to the someone to the pay attention point of view of sympathy, the feelings. And for example, the coronavirus can be the send that's the many people or people. And then affected by this the decency, we must provide learning and proper caring and the must avoid. And the decency direct the context among the coronavirus upon the TV, encouraging from the sick and keep clean, and this changing and this staying at the home. And the coronavirus, to avoid the outbreaks and then staying at the home and avoid the outbreaks and the expression or requesting or opinion in format situation. Okay, the expression or the requesting opinion information in the my opinion, the press the categories in the best in the formal. For example, asking how to asking perhaps ask your my family atau discussion with family, the expression of you want to know the tongue as well the intellectual with the caring. Okay, that's all. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for the watching. I'm sorry for the mistake. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, share, like. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.